Hey guys, George Elias here. Once again, George Elias Presents. Today I'm going to be talking about the movie Pet. So Pet, I guess you could say that day I'd watched a little too much Twilight Zone and Outer Limits. And the idea came to me and I was like, you know what, why not? And the box that I use in that film has actually appeared in several things. I actually have it right here. This little guy right here, as you can see him, you know, and he's come out in quite a lot of things. I use it as a change thing, as you can hear. You know, I put change in here, loose quarters and pennies and whatnot. Yeah, I had watched some episodes, you know, of Twilight Zone and Outer Limits. Which ones I can't recall right now, it's so long ago. And I filmed it also on the Canon T3, the one that you've seen, and I filmed it with a cheap kit lens. Now, to simulate the background, like the solid black wall that you see or whatever, the darkness, all I did is I ended up using a black tablecloth from the 99-cent store, and I used pins, thumbtacks, whatever, and I tacked it all over the wall, you know, the corner of the room that I lived in, the apartment I lived in at the time. And I used a simple desk light, and I put it at the exact opposite end of the room, kind of like you can see way back there. And I just turned it to face me, and I only used 1-point lighting. And I used the T3 with the kit lens. Yes, I know they are notoriously bad in low lighting, so I've been told. However, I kind of like that. I kind of like my films to look kind of grainy and look kind of, I guess you say shitty. You know what I mean? And it's just something I like. You know, a lot of films in the 70s, which are a lot of the films that I love and have actually inspired me, have a lot of film grain. And it's just something I like. I know some people could say, oh, well, that's the technology you had back then. But whatever it is, man, hell, some of the best films ever were made in the 70s. And, you know, I remember I made that film with I just wanted to do something, another one of those mindfuck things, you know, and my brother was not around at the time, so my mother was, so I asked her to help me out, which is why you see her name in the credits. She helped me with the camera, and she helped me with other things. And actually, you know what, I've been asked this question, so I'll answer it now. I'm sure when you see the film, when my character looks up and he sees the cut away, like which is supposed to simulate the top of the box, you know, like this part right here. People ask me, like, how did I get that look? You know, as you can see, that this box has no hole at the bottom, you know. So they asked, sorry, all the change. So they asked me how did I get that look, and it's actually rather simple. What I did is I took an old cereal box, and I cut both the top and bottoms of it, and I placed the T3i on the bottom of the cereal box, you know, and you know, it has that box shape, and I put the camera in it, and basically just I laid down on my back and I just aimed upwards to the living room, and there you go, you know. And yeah, it almost has like a weird fogginess to it, I've been told. And I see it too, depending on what you watch it on. Some cell phones don't get it, some TVs don't, some do. And that I can't account for. I can't tell you where that came from. I don't know. My films tend to do that. And yeah, and basically I did that. And again, I had no actors on that night. You know, I had nobody. It was just a sudden thing. I wrote the basic idea, put it together, and put it all together in about 30 minutes. You know, that includes filming, editing, lighting, setting it all up, and released it for all you to enjoy. And so far, you know, I've been told that people like the film. So I will put a description. I mean, I'll put the link to that film in the description below. Forgetting how to talk now. And let me know what you guys think about it. For those of you who haven't seen it, for those of you who have, I hope you enjoy these. I guess you could say reliving stories behind the films. You know, and yeah, I'm enjoying doing these things. So I hope you guys like them, and I will continue to do these per request, because you guys guys have made it known that you wanted me to relive these and you wanted to know the story behind the film. So that is the story behind Pet. And again, I'm George Elias with George Elias Presents, and I'll see you guys next time.